Okay, so I had a meeting today, and we have siblings who are going to co-petition to be the administrators of an estate. And it always makes me think, do we have people who can get along, who can make decisions together, who will be transparent in what they are doing, any actions they're taking, what they think should be done? And assessing if we think we can handle the estate together in that fashion, or if it's just going to be too difficult. And knowing that from the onset, and then deciding what to do. In other words, each person could have their own attorney to represent them in the estate, or perhaps just one wants to take the lead and act as the administrator, but be on the hook and be liable for all actions taken and have to report back to the other one as far as what was done and why they're receiving what they're receiving at the end of the day in regard to the estate settlement. So I thought I would just jump on here and say that that's just one of the ideas that I have in regard to helping families who have a loved one who's passed without a will, and we don't have a person nominated to act as the executor of the estate. Then we have to look to the pecking order, which is by New York State statute as far as who has a right to act on behalf of the estate. And when it comes to siblings, because we don't have anybody higher up in that pecking order, we always have to scratch our heads and think, can these two siblings, three siblings, whatever it may be, who may want to act together, do so? And that is a good question. It can take a lot of digging as far as what's really going on and kind of envisioning the future of the estate and what could trip us all up. And sometimes, these things don't necessarily come out right away. There can be loss and grief, and people just kind of dealing with that phase of things. And then later on down the road, we come into some roadblocks as far as how people end up acting. And let's say old wounds come up, and people start really being upset about various factors, even from way back. And they come out at this time and at this stage. So, one thing to take away from all of this is that it's very important, no matter what, to have an up to date will with the person that you want to act on behalf of the estate nominated in the will, and then have your appropriate backups, because we want to tell everybody who's going to be affected by the estate, this is the person I'm putting in charge. This is the person who I think is going to be the most helpful and should act on my estate's behalf in regard to the entire estate administration process. Now, I thought I would just jump on here quickly because it's my goal to start doing some more videos. And I'm also incorporating some of the other things that I do because I thought I would try and have some fun myself in a different way. And so what I'm going to say now is that I'm heading to the gym. I'm going to actually run home. I left my gym bag at home, and so it's a lesson for me that in the morning, when you think you'll pack things later, don't think that. Pack them right away, put them in the car, do whatever you need to do so that you can bop from one place to the next. Now I'm going to actually have to go home just to get my gym bag so that I can go to the gym. Otherwise, I'd be able to bop right to the gym. So, a couple lessons to take away. One, in regard to estate planning and probate matters, have an up-to-date will. And second is be prepared and think of things before and don't wait till later. All right, everybody. I have to say this video, as with any video I do put out, is for educational purposes only. It does not establish an attorney-client relationship, and I look forward to seeing you on another video.